Something just entered our solar system, but it didn't knock. It didn't flare or explode. It moved quietly, precisely, and impossibly fast. At first, astronomers thought it was just another icy rock drifting along the edges of deep space. But the more they looked, the more it defied every rule of celestial behavior we know. Now they're calling it 3I Atlas, and its final transmission has left scientists frozen. What they found isn't just strange, it's impossible. Some experts are already whispering what others are too afraid to say out loud. This object may not be natural. In this video, we'll break down exactly what makes 3I Atlas so terrifyingly unique, why its trajectory points directly toward something unnatural, and what the James Webb Space Telescope just picked up that could rewrite our understanding of the universe, or reveal that we're not alone in it. When 3I Atlas was first spotted in June by the Atlas Observatory, a system designed to detect dangerous objects headed toward Earth, it barely registered as unusual. It was distant, fast, and dim. But then something shifted. An amateur astronomer digging through archived data realized this wasn't its first appearance. Older images showed 3I Atlas moving on a hyperbolic trajectory, the unmistakable signature of an interstellar object. Only two other visitors like this had ever been observed, Oumuamua and Borisov. Both stirred global fascination. But this was different. The object's velocity was extreme, over 150,000 mph, and accelerating in a way that couldn't be explained by gravity alone. That immediately raised red flags among astrophysicists because non-gravitational acceleration suggests something else is at play, something pushing the object from within, like artificial propulsion. The kind you'd expect from a probe, or worse, a message. To understand why this discovery matters, we have to go back. In 2017, Oumuamua sliced through the solar system at a sharp angle. It was elongated, silent, and showed no tail, no outgassing like a normal comet. And yet it accelerated. The same Harvard astrophysicist, Avi Loeb, who suggested it could be a probe, is now saying the same about 3I Atlas. Unlike Oumuamua, which caught us by surprise and vanished quickly, this new object is still here. It's giving us time to observe it in detail. And what we're finding is deeply unsettling. Despite being nearly 4 times farther from the Sun than Earth, 3I Atlas is unusually bright. Too bright. If it were a typical rock, it would need to be massive, 20 km wide, to reflect that much light. But it doesn't seem to have the mass. It's reflecting more light than it should, almost as if it's made of something metallic or artificially smooth. And as scientists tracked its motion, they noticed it wasn't behaving like any comet or asteroid. It wasn't spinning chaotically. It wasn't shedding material. It was moving steady, purposeful, almost like it knew where it was going. It wasn't long before researchers called for a deeper look, and who better than the James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful eye humanity has ever aimed at the cosmos. Scientists requested a rapid analysis using Webb's infrared instruments, hoping to see what this object is truly made of. The results were immediate and bizarre. 3I Atlas didn't emit the expected heat signature of a comet or rocky asteroid. Its temperature was strangely stable, and certain spectra were missing entirely, as if materials were either absorbing or shielding infrared emissions. Then came the real shock. The telescope picked up what appeared to be a repeating pattern, not in light, but in the object's faint radio profile. A pulsing anomaly, not regular enough to be a beacon, but not random enough to be noise. Scientists described it as a signature not typically produced by natural interstellar phenomena. It wasn't a signal in the traditional sense, but it was something deliberate. No one is saying it directly, but everyone is thinking it. Most interstellar objects swing by the solar system on a one-time flyby before vanishing forever. But 3I Atlas's path is suspicious. Initially, it was headed toward the outer planets, but then it altered slightly, undeniably. Instead of continuing outward, it appears to be adjusting, heading toward the inner solar system, and more specifically, toward the sun. That alone might be explained by gravitational slingshot effects, but the timing is off. Calculations don't match natural gravitational curves. Even stranger, its closest encounter with Mars will happen on October 3rd, 2025. Its flyby of the Sun on October 23rd will bring it to within twice Earth's distance from the Sun. For now, Earth will be on the opposite side of the Sun. We're safe for now. But the object's final trajectory will bring it near Earth's orbital path in December 2025, a moment when it will pass by us and then disappear forever. Or so we think. Something about this object's path feels too intentional, like it was never meant to hit us. Just get close enough to be seen or heard. What Webb picked up wasn't just radio noise or cosmic static. It was structured, irregular but undeniably patterned. Astronomers from labs in Japan and France ran spectral deconstructions on the faint signal and found repeating elements. Not in frequency, not in pulse, but in timing. Intervals between pulses aligned with mathematical sequences, prime numbers, Fibonacci patterns, and, shockingly, Earth-based time units. Some intervals aligned almost perfectly with seconds and minutes, suggesting a kind of internal clock, but not ours. A system calibrated to something else entirely, perhaps a rotating celestial body we haven't identified. The most disturbing theory came from a physicist in Prague, who proposed that the timing intervals match the orbital resonance ratios of Jupiter's moons. Why would an interstellar object reflect knowledge of our planetary system, unless it had encountered it or been observing it far longer than we ever imagined? As scientists pushed deeper into the anomaly, archival data revealed something even more chilling. The shape of 3I Atlas isn't consistent. Infrared images taken weeks apart show the object shifting slightly, not in brightness or orbit, but in structure. It's as if the reflective surface changes orientation. Some speculate it could be due to tumbling, but others aren't so sure. A group from Caltech ran a reconstruction model and suggested the object may not be solid at all, but composed of ultra-thin materials, possibly similar to solar sails, that can subtly adjust to radiation pressure. And if that's true, then what we're looking at may not be a natural interstellar wanderer, but a designed probe. One that can shift surface area to steer. One that doesn't need propulsion because the stars themselves provide thrust. That theory aligns disturbingly well with something else. The object's energy curve behaves as if it is decelerating deliberately as it nears our planetary plane, like something trying not to overshoot. Shortly after the James Webb transmission leak, several observatories went dark. Not literally, but they stopped publishing updates on 3I Atlas. The live tracking page hosted by a major university quietly redirected to a 404 error. A Reddit forum compiling amateur telescope data was suddenly banned. A European Space Agency astronomer who tweeted a radio pattern comparison deleted her account within hours. This coordinated silence wasn't lost on the public. Journalists reached out to the Space Telescope Science Institute and were told no comment would be made at this stage. One researcher off the record admitted, "We've been told not to speculate, not even off the record." It felt less like a scientific embargo and more like a containment operation. But of what? A threat, a discovery, or the first whisper of a contact scenario? Today, 3I Atlas is still out there, slowly adjusting its position, crossing deeper into our solar system like a needle slipping through invisible seams. It is not coming fast. It is not blazing like a comet. It's gliding patiently, precisely, like it knows exactly how to navigate our cosmic backyard. Based on current projections, it will pass its closest point to Earth's orbital path in December 2025. Not collide, not crash, just pass. Close enough to scan, to listen, or perhaps to release. The idea is not science fiction anymore. It's being discussed quietly in scientific circles, in defense meetings, in late-night sessions behind locked observatory doors. What makes this object terrifying isn't that it's coming closer. It's that it hasn't left any trace of where it came from or why it's here. No trail, no birth star, no clear purpose. And yet, it's here watching, waiting, preparing. With its final signal sent and its approach locked, we may already be too late to stop whatever comes next. Spectroscopy results continued to pour in, and one analysis stunned the scientific community. A deep spectrum reading from a Chilean observatory hinted at the presence of an extremely rare isotope not found in natural celestial bodies. Known only from controlled fusion reactions on Earth and theoretical models, this isotope, if confirmed, shouldn't be stable in deep space, let alone exist on an object like 3I Atlas. This discovery didn't make headlines. It was buried in a supplemental data set, quietly published, then rapidly removed. But a few researchers downloaded it before it disappeared. What they found suggests one of two things. Either our understanding of astrophysics is fundamentally flawed, or this object was engineered using knowledge far beyond our own. The energy signatures associated with that isotope are off the charts. Not only could it act as a power source, it could serve as a data medium, a cosmic hard drive carrying something. What if the transmission wasn't meant for scientists, computers, or satellites, but for the minds of those who could understand it without reading it? Minds like yours, viewers like you, people who now carry the echo of something incomprehensible inside them, curiosity twisted into obsession, logic shaken by something that feels like purpose without origin. Maybe the message wasn't to warn the world. Maybe it was to awaken it. And if that's true, then this is only the beginning.